What's up, guys? We're back here, Archeworld. They did an update. We actually got some sort of new content today. So this update is all about dungeons and dungeon sweeps. So dungeons are these zones. So you've got this one up here. I guess the easiest way to show you is in the teleport book. Good teleport book, you go dungeons, and you can see there's the Burnt Castle Armory, Cradle, Hardened Farm, Howling Abyss. So the easy ones are the 50 to 100 ancestral level. These guys require 13,000 gear score to actually run. The harder ones require 15,000 gear score, Hardened Farm and Howling Abyss, to run these guys. You need a party of 5, but now they added this new thing called sweeps. So if you go to the dungeon, you can click on the little icon here to start the dungeon, and you can either enter it normally, or you can click on this tab over here that does a sweep. This sweep will actually, and actually you need 16,000 on this one. The sweep will actually let you get the final boss reward, just instantaneously. It's going to cost you an entry ticket just like normal. So for the first one, it costs 1 entry ticket. The second time that you run the dungeon, it costs 2 entry tickets. And then if you do it the third time, it costs 3 more additional entry tickets. These entry tickets cost Archeum, and you get them from the dungeon manager right here. So you can see the cost of these guys. So 1,000 for the cheapest one, 1,200, 2,000, 2,400. And when you do the sweep, you don't actually have to play the dungeon. You get less rewards. You just get one of the boss box. When you do that, it's going to go into your mailbox. You're going to see this. There's going to be a treasure chest, and it's going to give you a treasure chest that costs 20 labor to open. You open up the treasure chest, and inside of that, you're actually going to get fragments, either a sun point fragment, moon point fragment, star point fragment, and a little bit of Archeum. So it's not terrible. And then today they added these new crafting recipes that require a lot of sun points, moon points, star points to actually use. So what we've seen today is that these points actually became more valuable. People are buying them up. The sun points were as low as like 3.5 BSLT. If we take a look here at the sun points, you can see now they've been gobbled up all the way up to 8 BSLT once again. And you can see they were as cheap as 2.65 before, and yesterday was 3.5. And now 100 of them have sold. This new recipe, like I said, takes 25 of the points. It's over here at the Magic Supply Workbench. You're going to go all the way down here. You're going to look at this Charm tab. And so it's going to take 25 of the points. It takes 15 of the Bright Rift Stones. And then it takes 1 of the Shadowing Grand Crystals. And then 500 Archeum. And this makes a Sunlight Protection Stone. This stone actually prevents your weapons from going down in a downgrade. So this is a Downgrade Prevention Charm. Because once you get to level 4 plus 4 on your weapons, here I have one of those, we can show you. If you were to try and to actually upgrade this guy with a sun point, you can see there is 73% chance right now at level 1. It's not possible to downgrade. If we go over here to this one, this is a plus 4. And now you can see this downgrade is circled. So that means you only have an 18% chance to actually succeed. And then there's also a potential chance that when you fail, it's going to go down a grade. So instead of being a plus 4, it's going to go down to plus 3. So the prevention charms are very, very important because it prevents that. But the question is it worth spending 25 of these points to get a prevention downgrade charm? Like, I don't think it's worth spending that many of those points to do. We'll have to find out. And they also said it could require more than 1 charm, once you level it up. So right now it's saying it's going to need 1 protection charm at this level. Once we get up to +5, it may require 2, or maybe it requires 3, or maybe it stays at 1. We don't know. But again, I don't know if it's worth it, because if we could just take this and we just take this challenge and just force through, what the worst that's going to happen right now is it's going to downgrade. And then we just keep pumping in more of these sun points. So the question is, do you think that using 25 additional sun points is more beneficial than just jamming sun points in and taking the failures, taking the downgrades, upgrading, downgrade, upgrade, downgrade, upgrade, upgrade, downgrade, downgrade? It's taking all those. Do you think it is more beneficial that way or not? Like, you have 18% chance to upgrade right here. No matter what, I don't think this is going to go up when we get a downgrade prevention charm. Like, the charm doesn't say that it gives you more success rates. It just takes away the downgrade possibility. So you're still going to have an 18% chance to do this. And the chance is only going to get worse as you go up higher and higher and higher. So you're going to be using, if you are using the downgrade protection charms, you're going to be using thousands upon thousands of these points to actually progress this item. And I mean, again, you just got to crunch numbers and see, is it more beneficial just to just force it and just jam these things in and take the downgrades as they come? Or is it beneficial to actually craft the charm, use them, because you're only getting a small amount of stats too. So for this, we're going to go up about 8 DPS. Our magic attack's going to go up 8 points. Like, it's not a huge difference, but this is the content that we got today. So we'll have to see if people use it, if people do it or not. Definitely is going to help burn some Archeum. It's going to burn some of those charms. Other than that, I believe that was it in the patch notes for today. They did talk about an event that is going to be happening on Asia Server 2. So we're already pre-starting the promotion on Asia Server 2, trying to get people hyped and excited to play Asia Server 2. This event is all about renting land, so it doesn't matter if it's your own land or if it's a player-owned or if it's someone else's, but just rent land on an Asian Server 2 and you could actually win some more land. So promotion is going to be heavy, it looks like, for Asia Server 2. They are going to do giveaways and promotions on that server just like they did on North America Server 2. So they're going to do everything they can to make that server populated and have people play on it. Growing the population is their obvious goal here. We'll see if this works out. Obviously, there are some new people that have jumped into the Discord. We've seen, like, hey, I'm going to start on Server 2. Or I've seen some comments in YouTube as well. Hey, I'm going to go mint. Like, I'm excited for this. So I think there are some new players that are jumping in because Asia Server 2 is there, even though it is connected, even though it does have a shared auction house, it has shared arena rankings. I do think that there are going to be some new players that will jump in and try the game out. Of course, there will be a lot of other players that are just going to transfer to different servers, trying to dominate a different server maybe, or win the prizes there. We'll have to see how this plays out. So, yep, that's the big news for today. We are inching closer and closer to the Ocean update. We should be getting more information sooner. They did say they're going to give us some more information on that, and also potentially updates to like Skyfin and Kadoom, other things that are in game, potentially buffing these things. So it is getting down to crunch time, guys. We are getting content updates finally, slowly but surely. We are getting them. It's a good time to be here in Archeworld, I think. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. As always, let me know your thoughts on this Destruction Charm. I think it's a little too expensive. I think the recipe needs to be chopped down a decent amount, maybe down to like 5 or 10 of those points for the recipe. I think at 25 it's just way too expensive, though. I definitely will not be doing those right now, at least.